He never complained when my hair clogged the shower drain. The bar is literally in hair clogged the shower drain. The bar is literally in hell these days. And I thought he was clearing it with room to spare, but then Amar started asking specific questions. Did Derek ever make jokes about my appearance before? Well, there was that time he said my favorite jeans made me look kinda wide, but in a cute way, and when I got highlights. Last summer he asked if the salon meant to make them that brassy, and he did have a weird habit of pointing out celebrities he found attractive. Always the super thin no makeup types who look nothing like me did. Derek support my goals. I mean, he said he was proud when I got promoted last year, but also suggested maybe I shouldn't take it because the stress might be too much when I talked about maybe going back to school someday. He always changed the subject to how expensive it would be. Did Derek have equal standards for our relationship? Thinking about it, not really. If I was 15 minutes late meeting him, I'd get a series of increasingly annoyed texts, but he could cancel plans last minute to hang with the boys, and I was supposed to be cool with it by the time we finished our White Claw. I had this sinking feeling in my stomach. The TikTok wasn't some bizarre out-of-character moment, it was just the first time I'd seen what had been there all along, without the thanked about matey him filter of wanting to believe we were perfect that night. Derek escalated to a new level at exactly p.m. Amar's doorbell rang, we both froze like we'd been caught committing a crime through the peephole, Derek holding the saddest looking grocery store flowers I've ever seen. Amara went full Mama Bear mode. She opened the door just enough to block the view inside and told him I wasn't there. I could hear his voice cracking as he begged her to just let him talk to me for 5 minutes, said he hadn't slept in days, said he'd lost 7 billion sevens, said he hadn't slept in days, said he'd lost 7 billion sevens, said he'd do anything to fix this. Got him believe, she found a handwritten letter he slipped under the door, 8 pages 8 front and back. I have to admit, I read it twice. It was a lot tear stains on the paper. Promises to spend the rest of my life making this up to you. Explanations about how he was drunk, how his friends were peer pressuring him, how he'd been having a bad day at work. Classic deflection. Bingo, but one line actually got to me. I said those horrible things because I'm insecure and afraid you'll realize you are too good for me for about 20 minutes. I actually considered calling him, that's how messed up my brain was, like he humiliated me publicly. And I was feeling bad for him. Thankfully, Amar's Wi-Fi chose that exact moment to crash classic Thursday night Xfinity outage, so we couldn't even stream anything. Instead we ended up going through old photos on my phone, and that's when I had my first real epiphany, in literally every picture of Derek and me together from the past year. I'm looking at him with this big smile, and he is either looking at his phone or off to the side or some stupid face. Not a single one where he is looking at me. The way I'm looking at him, how did I never notice that before Friday morning brought a new development? My brother Miguel called to tell me that Derek had shown up at his apartment at AM, asking if he knew where I was. Miguel, being the overprotective brother he is, told Derek that if he came by again, they'd be having a different kind of conversation. Dramatic. But I appreciate the sentiment by that point. I was actually starting